In today's video, we have a full review of the ANYCUBIC Kobra 4 combo, not from a technical perspective, not from an expert perspective, but strictly from a beginner perspective. I have never 3D printed anything in my life. I've never owned a 3D printer, but for the price on AliExpress, I decided to give this a shot. And here's the spoiler. I had a ton of fun and I regret nothing. Now, I need to correct myself right off the bat and not say hi, but say we, because my wife got in on the fun of 3D printing something. And the first thing I wanted to do was 3D print something that she wanted. And it was Rocky from Project Hail Mary. And I have to say, we have two different prints. The first print I did was strictly put the file on the printer and basically let it print. It printed in blue. My wife ended up painting that particular Rocky 3D print. And then I took a different color filament in order to get closer to what Rocky was in Project Hail Mary. Now, I'm going to show you everything I did as far as the plug and play, and then add a little bit of customization on my part for the second 3D print. Now, some other features that are really awesome, even as a beginner like myself, is active drying. So basically, as it prints, it's also actively drying your 3D print. So you don't have to wait around for it to cool down. Also, I have it all set up on a standing desk. It's in a standing desk position, not the lowest position. This will introduce vibration. This model here has vibration compensation. And I have to say, with the two prints right now that we're going to show in this video, I didn't see any kind of vibration that affected the print. So the vibration compensation is definitely doing a great job with a standing desk in a pretty high position. And I can see it shaking back and forth as it prints. And it didn't really hurt the 3D prints at all. So let's go back to the Ace 2 Pro and talk about some of the features that really do re-emphasize the set it and forget it nature of the Kobra 4 combo. Now, when we're talking about the Ace 2 Pro, we also have remaining filament estimation, automatic filament refill, and also intelligent identification. So if you're using a different type of filament or multiple types of filament in the Ace 2 Pro, whether you're using 4 colors or daisy chaining for 8, all the colors will be recognized, and also via the iOS app, you can actually manually enter what you want to put in filament-wise. But really, you put it in there, it recognizes it, and you can pick the colors through the iOS app. We're going to show that in a couple minutes. But it really is a set it and forget it. And if you're an Apple fan, iPhone fan, or anything like that, even Android now in 2026, it really is a very simple setup and simple use. I cannot state this enough. I literally turned it on, put the file there, put the filament in there, installed everything, and just let it go. And the first print I got was this. So I can't stress this enough. I literally just took the 3D print file from the official Project Hail Mary website, but you can go on different sites and pick another Rocky. But I picked the one directly from the website, loaded it onto my iPhone. I airdropped it there from my computer, and then uploaded it to the iOS app. And then the printer saw it and started printing right from the iOS app, connected to the printer, and it turned out like that. Now, it was blue, meaning I'm assuming that slot 1 was what it defaulted on, was where I put the blue filament. And I learned with the second print how to change the color of the print via the iOS app. Now, I do know about the Mac app, but I was looking around and trying different things. There's a little bit of a learning curve with that, and I can't wait. Like I said, if you want an updated review or updated 3D prints, let me know in the comments below. Chase and I will work together on a future video. But I'm really excited to dive into multicolor printing, doing all that stuff, but just learning to switch to a different color filament via the iOS app really did enhance the experience even more. And I felt very empowered that I learned something about 3D printing in this 24 hours. By the way, this is all within a 24-hour period from the first print to the second print, and now maybe 28, 30 hours to this actual review video. So before we get to my conclusion, which I've spoiled multiple times, I'll do it once again. I love this thing. I love this 3D printer. My wife and I had so much fun just over the weekend messing around with this and really printing things that we didn't think they would be that accurate for the price point. Under $200 right now on the big AliExpress June sale, which right now I believe you can actually stack the savings with a discount code that Chase and I featured on a recent live stream featuring the 3D printer, a little Game Boy Advance type emulator, which was awesome, a drone, a projector, but the 3D printer, the ANYCUBIC Kobra 4 combo, stole the show and continues to steal the show. Now that I've used it, I had some time with it. Really, really awesome stuff. So I highly recommend it for under 200 bucks or even less. That price, by the way, will change after June. So if you want to get on that, check it out. Link will be in the description below. Philly accent. Link will be in the description below. I almost hit it again. And Chase will have his discount codes in that description as well. I am having so much fun with this. Hopefully you too can dive into this. You're never too old to learn something new. I'm 54 years old, and now in my in my mind, I'm trying to figure out how to monetize 3D prints and do that. So like I said, there may be future videos, but thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next one.